Where's your ball? Go get your toy. Where's your doggy toy? Go get your toy. Where's your toy? Oh. No, no. No. Wi-Fi won't work, so it's a nice day out. Might as well throw outside, right? Went and grabbed my target. No. No. Oh, you guys are liking it, huh? I appreciate the nice comments. Fucking side. Alicia. Go inside. You guys want a dog? When you're stacking your knives, always check for burrs. Just got myself pretty good. I actually just cleaned them up. Well, should we grab me a file out of there too? A file. It's on the table. On the round table. These fullers are excellent for finger placement, but it's got that little bit of a thin edge right there. So if you're stacking knives, which you're not supposed to do, you know, you're smacking metal together, it's gonna burr regardless of how good the heat treat or the steel is, you know. What breed? She's a Catahoula Leopard and Pit Bull mix. Working dog, so she's got extra energy all the time. And what you guys seen her doing is what she does every time I throw. So I try to keep her occupied. In the summertime, it's not that bad because I can open up the garage door, the pole barn doors, and just toss a frisbee way out into our orchard, and keeps her busy. But wintertime's tough to keep her occupied. Alicia's out here now. I'm not going to be reading the comments, but if she sees some good comments, some intelligent ones, she'll ask me, and I'll answer them for you guys. Ooh, damn! Really whacked that one. You know, you're not supposed to throw your knives against each other, but it's kind of fun to group them into a tight spot and I only have one target, so it's bound to happen, right? That's why it's nice to have the 3-target system, and we throw 3 knives, so 1 knife per target. So if you have 3 nice knives, you can keep them nice. Unless you ricochet them and they hit concrete. That's the only thing that's really going to mess up a knife. What's that? I haven't really answered any.
Do I do the technique Adam Celadin, I'm going to say that wrong, uses?
Celadin, yeah.
And practice that way, or should I try doing what you're doing?
Adam's tutorial that he has is a very good one. Adam has a very different style than I do. No, he's a good knife thrower. So, yeah, listen to him. If you like the way he throws, listen to him. If you like the way I throw, watch me and try to learn. we have very different styles. He's very good at throwing at bullseyes, obviously. But I like to throw with intent. I like to throw with more of a straight arc. Can you elaborate on that question there, dude?
I don't have a mic on, so you didn't hear me.
Just a moment. My girlfriend will be reading me your comments, guys, so that way she can, is it on? Is it blue? Yeah, it's on. So someone had a comment about the knives rotating horizontally, which would be this way. So it depends on what plane you're throwing in. I throw anywhere from about like right here to more sidearm to this, and then I do also underhand, which straight underhands like this, I tend to throw like this. Just kind of like the style I throw. So I'm not really sure what you mean, what your question is. So if I throw sideways, it's going to quarter turn that way. If I throw overhand, quarter turn this way. Underhand, I'm not very good at no spin. I don't want to go pick up my knives underhand, but for half spin, it's like that. So just depends on what angle you're throwing with. Raise you guys up a little bit more, give a little bit better flight pattern. It's really nice when you have the camera straight over your shoulder, if you're right-handed or left-handed, you know. So you can get a nice clear shot of the
So he explained to me, said, well, when I attempt no spin, they sort of spin out of control, not affecting it from going straight, but it's still...
Okay, so there's a thing called bullet spin, and bullet spin is natural. It's not a bad thing, but what you're describing, I believe, is called, what I call it is kind of tumbling, and tumbling happens a lot when you're still new to no spin. And keep in mind, a stick is a stick. So if you're sticking your knives, you're doing something right. You just got to fine tune some things. But generally, what tumbling means is it's more of a push thing, and you're just pushing too much. So when it comes out of your hand, you're pushing too much. So the knife kind of, instead of staying in one path like this, it starts to turn a little bit like this. Because, you know, when you're beginning, it's kind of hard to get some velocity on them. And you know, you're just mainly working on sticking them. So eventually you'll learn to keep your wrist straighter so you can get a straighter flight path and you get a lot more velocity that way. But in the beginning, if your wrist is off a little bit and you push it too much, and it kind of turns like that, you know, technically that's a half spin. If you're sort of like this and it kind of turns around like that, technically it's a half spin, but if you're holding onto the handle, it's still considered a no spin. It's still, it still counts, you know. Here, I'll try to demonstrate a bad throw. Not bad necessarily. It's, you know, I'm just trying to make it stick, but I'm gonna try to demonstrate what you were explaining. Maybe see if that's what you were explaining. I'm flipping it over and I'm using the bulb now. Like that?
He said, that makes a lot more sense then, because I've had hit or miss throws where it does that and sometimes doesn't do that.
Okay, good.
And he said, yeah, like that.
Okay, good. I'm glad I understood that. Yeah, it's just something that happens when you're new to the sport, man. All that stuff will go away. As I always say, if you're sticking the knife and you're having fun, keep doing that. That's what's most important, right? But I've moved on from an open hand push method to now I'm using closed hand grip, and I'm locking my wrist straight with my forearm like this, and firm hand, loose grip. So it's like this, and it's more of a quick push slide. Babe, will you grab me a beer when you can? Whenever. When you get done doing whatever, can you grab me a beer?
Yeah, my phone's gonna die.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, there you go. The plug beneath the, yeah. It's so nice out today. It's cold, but it's beautiful out here in the country. You know, it'd be kind of nice to know where you guys are watching from, where you guys live. I'm here in Northeast Indiana, North Manchester. Where are you guys watching from? Thank you. It's a little chilly, but I'm gonna take my jacket off, and I kind of want to show you guys something that might help you as well. This is a little bit more advanced techniques, but I've been watching people throw no spin on YouTube for many years, and I've noticed one thing that a lot of the good throwers do. Oh crap, oh that's why I found it. So it's important to keep your shoulder in front of the knife. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but nice and relaxed. If you watch any of Amadou or Bimo, Bim style from Indonesia, when he gets in like this, his shoulder is in front of the knife. So you just gotta, it's weird, but once you get used to it, it's nice. See, I'm leading with my shoulder. Oh, damn. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, that felt good. So it's feels like a whip. If you guys ever used a bull whip, it's a nice slow motion. Then on that forward whack, nice and slow, loose, and right at the end, I tense up just a little bit to propel that knife forward. Whack. What was the second one?
Maybe at the neighbor's cats.
I've never hunted with them. I know it's possible. A sharp, big knife without scales will go straight through a deer, believe it or not. But people hunt with spears often. There's a guy on YouTube, I wish I could remember his channel name right now. He's very successful, and his videos are incredible. So definitely doable. Probably wouldn't do it with one of these. I'd probably want to do it with like a bigger Bowie knife or something very sharp, but definitely doable.
Ray would like to know, besides the step back routine, are there any other practice techniques?
Good question. The step back routine is just, is all that is just to be able to get better at your distances. Because further back, especially with no spin, the further back you are, the more difficult it is. It's specifically anywhere beyond 20 feet is excellent. You're an excellent thrower. You're doing really well, especially if you can do it consistently. But practice techniques, all throwing is practice. Regardless, if you're at a competition, that's still practice. If you're doing fast draw, practice. Trick shots, that's still practice. Trick shots are an excellent thing to do. I know some people talk crap about trick shots. It's still knife throwing. And you're concentrating on the object that you're tossing, a can, ring, whatever you're throwing at. So your mind, your body, your muscle memory takes over. So you're concentrating on throwing and sticking that can or ring, and your body takes over, and you can make some amazing, amazing throws without even thinking about it. So anybody that knocks trick shot throwing is just, I don't know, butthurt or jealous or something. That I don't know why, but all knife throwing is practice. Oh, cool.
Have any tips on training or any tips on competition?
I absolutely do. Blade Aces, IKTHUF, which is International Knife Throwers Hall of Fame, and my throw, Danger Fest, we all follow about the same guidelines. The Blade Aces throw is Euro rules, so they're slightly different, but it's all basically the same thing. It's a 3-target system, 3 knives, same distances, out of 300, all out of 300 points, just like all of them. But whatever competition you're planning on going to, reach out to that person that's hosting and ask them for a detailed explanation of the rules and what to expect. I will be making a video very soon. I had someone hit me up a couple days ago asking what they should practice for Danger Fest coming up September 20th. And if you're planning on going to compete for the first time, it's important that you have the equipment that you're going to use there, knives, tomahawks, whatever. And it's important that you have the proper setup. I'm throwing at one target here, and that's great. That's good practice, and I could do all that practice, but it really, really helps if you have the same target setup, which will be a 60-inch bullseye, 50-inch bullseye, 60-inch bullseye for Danger Fest and IKTHOF. For the Euro throw, I believe theirs is 40, 50, 60, and those are on 3 different log rounds that are, I believe they're 22 inches minimum, and it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bullseye, 4-point ring, 3-point ring, 2-point ring, 1-point ring, so on and so forth. So I will be posting a video pretty soon. I was hoping to do it when it was a little bit warmer, but explaining all that stuff. And then there's different events. There's regular conventional knife, conventional tomahawk, which is all rotational stuff, set distances, 2 to 9 meters for tomahawk, 2 to 7 meters generally for knife, but there's also amateur distances and pro distances. Amateurs go from 2 meters to 5 meters or 2 to 6 meters, and then pro goes from 3 to 7 meters knife or 3 to 9 meters tomahawk. Tomahawks spin a little bit differently. Then there's also no spin. The distances don't really matter that much. There's just minimum lines that you have to throw behind. Some places have half spin events, speed knives, fast draw, the most fun, long distance knife and tomahawk, silhouette. Sometimes there's mountain man games. When mountain man games are set up very similar to this. Everybody has their own individual lane and target. And generally mountain man competitions, they throw old school. So they throw at cards and a lot of different games that are set up. It's kind of the old school way of doing things. They just had one actually in Texas last weekend that was hosted by Goldie McLean. I'm still getting used to her last name. But yeah, it looks like everybody had a good time. For most competitions, 10 inches is minimum for no spin. I I believe that's an outdated rule. They used to do that back in the day just so people wouldn't bring floaters in, you know, the cheap rainbow colored knives you find on Amazon and whatnot. But it's a safety thing, but you know, everybody, knife throwing is a lot more evolved, and everybody knows what they're doing now. So at Danger Fest, I'll allow you to throw anything. If you can bring a 4-inch knife in and throw it from the distances safely, I'll let you do it. You're at a major disadvantage, but yeah, I don't care. Yeah, nice. These are just shy of 8.5. We call them the 8.5 inches of danger, but they're more like 8 3/8, a little more compact. But these are no more dangerous than anything else. The danger really comes from small log rounds and hitting the outer edge. That's where you get the crazy ricochets. So the bigger the target, the safer it is. So if you can have a big, you know, surface area like I have in my indoor range, the ricochets are very predictable and not that dangerous. The smaller the log round, I mean, I've seen some bad ricochets off those things.
The gentleman, Philip, that you gave advice to, says thanks, brother. Hoping to come out to Danger Fest one day. Keep up the cool shit. Love from Canada.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is the 10-year anniversary for Danger Fest this year, and I mean, it's the best one to go to. No, actually, I believe Broken Feather is the best one to go to, but he's limited on space. Danger Fest is Broken Feather, but bigger. We have targets for days. You can throw all day, all night. We have lights. Do whatever you want. We're on private property, so that's what makes Danger Fest a lot of fun. Damn. Let's try some half spin. Ooh. Half spin's a little tough for me at this distance. I really gotta flick them. I like throwing half spin further out. Sidearm, I can really get some distance because I'm shoving my finger through the knife forward. But overhand, I can flick it more. Ooh, backhand. My nemesis. Okay. Yep. Yes, it does. They're all very similar. Oh yeah. It's the most fun you can have with your pants on. That's what Joe Dare always says. And I tend to agree. Okay, backhand. So, my backhand no spin is trash, dude. I can do it, not very far, but it's a totally different technique for me. I have to like really slide throw it. It's kind of like Lauren Dennis. She's got a really nice slide throw. But let me turn the camera a little bit here, because we're changing sides of my body.
Michael Ramirez says it's tricky.
Yeah. I have to step too, because I need a lot of forward momentum. And I don't do it a whole lot either, because almost right away I can feel a pop. I don't know if it's in the socket or if it's in the muscle. It's like the muscles are doing that. Try to do a little stupid step back. Up close, you can kind of just point at the target. They're all over the place. It's not too bad. But yeah, it does. My shoulder does not like that. Now, see if I can do a different kind of backhand. I think I can. Let's try some half spin stuff. Like, so I throw underhand like this. And by the way, this is not in a military grip. Military grip, you do not lay your fingers over the edge of the knife, the false edge. Military grip is for throwing sharp knives. And military grip is this, where your fingers don't touch the edge. So this is a little bit different. So I'm gonna be throwing like this. Okay, so there's a cheat code that you can use for half spin. And I don't like to do the military grip and you know, because military grip, you know, it's pretty simple because you can just adjust your hand on where you hold the knife and adjust your distance. I like to hold my hand in the same spot every time if I can and just adjust on the fly, but that's the cheat code. So I was holding it right here and I kept overspinning. So I'm just gonna hold a little bit more of the knife, real loose grip, and let it slide out. Oh shit. That felt a lot better. I started here, then I went to here. My shoulder stopped popping, and those felt good. I'm just holding it real loose. Try it one more time and we'll move on a little bit. But here's my grip, nice and loose. Oh, overspinning. I just got to follow through a little bit more. This one should stick. Anything else? Just an hour. I don't either. It's probably quarter after or 20 after. So we can go over longer, that's for sure. That's cool. Going in and out, yeah, because we're outside. It should have a good reception. Sun's out, man. Sun's out, guns out.
It's been fuzzy, like it's going a little fuzzy. I mean, you can still
Yeah, I apologize for not having Wi-Fi, guys, but you know, this is the only. This is not bad. Not good either, though, right? Let's do some underhand. Throwing at a log round without a backboard will change the way you throw. Having that giant surface area in there, I'll wing them as hard as I can and not have to worry about it. But out here, you hold on to the knife a split second too long, especially with underhand, it'll go straight over the top. See? Whoops. Oh, really? Jerry Parker was supposed to be on earlier, but I let him down with my shitty Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. Oh, and everybody watching, starting next month. Oh, and everybody watching, starting next month. If you weren't watching last time, my sponsor, Delta to Alpha, we will be giving away $100 to be used on whatever you want from the website. And there are well over 150 different knife and shuriken designs and axes, tomahawks, whatever, on the site. So I thought that was really cool of Ace. Thank you, Ace. I'm not sure which week we're going to do it. We're going to start it in April. I will keep you guys informed on that. Yeah. Well, well, especially in that target inside your house, dude. You got a small one. You got to be careful. I really respect the guys that are, hardcore about it. They're super excited because that's how I was, and of course I threw inside. Of course I did. Starting in my living room one night. Oh, I was trying not to hit that knife. Whoops, sorry. Nose is running, man. Michael, since you're watching, dude, and you kind of know what you're talking about, or you're at least a student of throwing. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't index. I don't do this, then throw. And there's a lot to be said about that. It really, really helps your technique, so you can be consistent, so you have the same grip every time. But I like to be able to. I don't look. I just grab it and throw. And there's slight adjustments you can make on the way if you don't do it right, especially if you're doing it quicker. Because I've always seen knife throwing as a martial art, and in those circumstances you don't really have time to index your knife correctly. And then a lot of the fast draw stuff I do too, you don't have time to put your hand on there the way you want. Sometimes you grab it terribly and you have to adjust by following through or snapping, and I think that just comes from a lot of experience. And everybody watching, most important thing, I can give you all these tips in the world. They don't matter if you don't get out and throw. Throw every day. If you don't have that much time to throw, 15, 20 minutes a day, if you do it daily, you would be very surprised how much you can learn.
Michael said, yet fast draw, no time for seatbelt change. And then another gentleman said, the far up that clear right now.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm outside. I don't have a Wi-Fi today for whatever reason. But yeah, it's beautiful out here, man. Let me give you a quick. Everything's, you know, not dead right now, but we're out here in the country. It's beautiful out here in the summertime, man.
So while you're showing backyard thrower, he said, do you think the tactical knife throwers hurt the social media perception of competition or recreational throwers, making it look like it's just about trying to hurt somebody?
Good question, Ziggy. They're just a small. I like all of it. I'm a knife thrower. I do everything. I include it all, but I understand the competition part and the sport part of it, especially trying to get it mainstreamed. But I used to not even talk about that kind of stuff because I was so into the competitive throwing. I wouldn't even bring it up. I was interviewed one time and, you know, he was asking me questions about it and I was like, I don't really want to talk about it, but I mean, they're just a small little chunk of the throwing community anyway. You know, the people, I know it's cool. It sounds cool. Like, I throw to kill, kill to throw. I'm a combat knife thrower. This is all fantasy stuff. We're selling fantasies here. Let's be honest. You know, I carry this every day. Will I ever use it? No, probably not. It's fun. It's fun to think about. It's fun to talk about. Fun to train. You know, just like the self-defense stuff. Most people that carry handguns will never, ever, ever use it. It's good to train to use it, but it is, you know, it just depends on people's mentality that are watching the videos and stuff. Like, people lose their minds when my dog's in the video. I'm not trying to hurt my dog. You know, sometimes she gets in the way. She's, you know, it's just, no, I've never hit my dog. Like, I've been hit, but, so, no, I don't know. I don't know, but.
David Machado says you won't hit the stump first try. Where's our stump?
The stump? You mean the log ground? That one? Oh, not second try. A lot of people that don't throw call them stumps. Been doing this a very long time. There are many different ways of throwing. Some throws I'm not confident on. Other throws I am very, very confident on. So, you know, my girlfriend that's moderating right now, the voice you heard, I used to throw knives around her all the time. Cut roses out of her mouth, threw fire knives around her. We've done performances. You know, doing this a long time. Now, what I'm doing right now, I'm pretty good at it. This is no spin. But I, personally, would never do this around a person. Now, why? Because I'm just not confident with it. And no spin is a lot more unpredictable than rotational throwing. Rotational throwing is on this axis. The knife is traveling like this, very predictable. No spin, it's traveling like this. So, if you give a little too much or too little, it turns the tip in various ways.
So David said, oh wow, thought you were just playing around. And then Michael asked, what do you think of lobbing throws versus fast bullet throws? My kind of throws lobbers.
Oh man, okay. Great question. Here's, give me 1 second here. So, there's so many different ways of throwing, right? As soon as you start to throw hard, your pinpoint accuracy goes down significantly. So those throws that you see in movies where someone's throwing, you know, let's say we got a hostage situation and someone throws a knife and sticks someone in the face, highly unlikely, because your adrenaline's just running and you're gonna throw to kill and you're throwing hard or whatever and your accuracy goes down. So I enjoy throwing hard, always have. I even do it in competition. But there's a threshold, and I've been trying to tame myself to back it off a little bit. But 5-time world champion, famous Adam Cheladine, very, very good at throwing at bullseyes. But he does it on a nice, smooth arc, and he's very, very good at it. Pat Minter, my favorite rotational thrower of all time, throws with a nice, smooth rotational arc. His 3-spin is just, it's at a little bit of an angle and it just arcs in there, dude. And it was just, I used to watch his videos so much, dude, and it was just magic to me. It's fucking magic watching that. And we just have different styles. I can throw almost the same scores as he does or used to now. We're pretty comparable, but we have very, very different styles. I like to flick throw. I call it snap throwing. I like to snap throw. So my throws are much more on a straight plane. I still arc them, I have to, because that's just how the world works. But his are much higher, and they're just beautiful and masterful to watch. But it's also beautiful and masterful to watch someone snap them in there and just murder the bullseye. Example. You guys probably don't know who this is, but Werner Langmuller. He's a German thrower. He's probably the most decorated rotational knife and tomahawk thrower in the world. I've thrown with him several times in Texas at the World Championships when they were in Austin. Amazing thrower, amazing. Probably my absolute favorite overall, just because he throws hard, dude, and it's so cool, and he keeps his accuracy up. And he also designs excellent, the best, hands down, the best tomahawk in the world for competing. His knives are also world famous. All of them are amazing. You can find Louis Prince at Prince Steel Knives started selling all those designs, so you don't have to go to Werner in Germany anymore, because he only made them in small batches and they were very expensive. So if you want one of his designs, you can go to Louis now and get those. But there's a trade-off. Throwing hard looks awesome, accuracy goes down a little bit. You know, I can make a video where I throw as hard as I can and stick a card or can or whatever, but you know, that takes multiple tries. Sometimes it happens first try, but most of the time it doesn't, because your accuracy just goes down. You know, baseball, you look at some of the best pitchers, their accuracy isn't that great all the time. That's a totally different thing though. Throwing a round ball is totally different than throwing a knife. There's a lot of technique that comes into play, and you cannot throw a knife 100 miles an hour. You can't even get close to it. So anybody claiming that they can throw 100 miles an hour is lying. The fastest throw that we've clocked using mathematical equations is, I believe, 48 miles an hour, and that was by Loic. So yeah, there's just a trade-off.
One gentleman wants to know if you have throwing axes.
Yeah, I got axes, tomahawks, hatchets. We call them tomahawks. It kind of depends on how the handle goes in. Tomahawks go in, the handle's going from the top, axes going from the bottom, and hatchets, and then they're wedged in. But yeah, I throw those two. I compete with those. I do very well. I think it's much easier. It's just much more natural thing to do. And I just never really focused on it. I compete with tomahawks, and I've done pretty well in the past. I just don't really practice with it all that much. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just never. I've never owned a custom set. I have a stock set of cold steel Norse Hawks. And by the way, if you're looking to get into competitive tomahawk throwing, cold steel Norse Hawks is the #1 design. 90% of everybody that throws either the stock ones or some kind of modified version of the Norse Hawk. So those things are excellent, excellent.
Backyard thrower, no spin finally clicked into me when I realized I was trying to throw too hard, and when I softened up the throws, I started to
Yep, that's you just nailed it, dude. That's yeah. I'm still trying in my head to get myself to not throw so hard, and I'm excited to compete this year with no spin because this is the first time that I think I've finally landed on a style that works for me and something that's going to work in competition, because I throw so many different styles: over the top, this way. So, and open hand, closed hand. So I'm excited to do well in no spin. I've never scored expert in no spin, so that'll be pretty cool to do if I can do that this year. Plus, I'm going to be competing with those smaller knives, so we shall see. But yeah, the throwing season's coming up, dude. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. The lighter the knife, the more difficult it gets. Knife, bow shuriken, implement, whatever it is. So yeah, a lot of those scamp students are throwing like 40-gram nails or needles or less than that, like 10 meters and stuff. It's incredible, dude. Yeah, some of those scamp students really impress me. That curriculum seems to work. It works very well. I'm more of a, I like to do what I want, so I don't like curriculums and stuff, but. Whoops. Okay. We got about 5 minutes, guys. You want to see a dumb trick shot real quick? Let's see if we can get one at 5 minutes. It's still pretty big. Well, yeah. Yeah. I'll stick a couple. I'm putting a couple, what are those called? Acorn. What are those tops called? I don't know what these are called. But you guys ever learn this when you were a kid? This right here. Put your thumbs on there. Like that. You guys ever learn that shit? I'm just breaking these up, putting them in the can to give a little bit of weight for stability. What?
I think he said goals.
Oh. All right. Ooh. Last live stream we did, I got it first throw. So, no pressure. I have 0 tips for reverse grip. None. It's a throw that I don't practice. It's awesome. It's probably, I would say, reverse grip, anything, is probably the most difficult throw in all of throwing, all of knife throwing. I've done it in the past with a very modified grip. I'm using, like, my hand is way open like this, and I'm trying to do like some kind of, I haven't done it in like a couple years. Can't hold on to the knife. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. I appreciate it. Oh my, okay. No, I'm trying reverse grip now. Oh my God. So, what's his name on Instagram? Hard Prey, Good Hunter. I believe his name's Joe Diller. He's put out some tutorials on Instagram, and I've been sharing them. And I believe he's self-taught. I don't think he's a scam student, but man, he is impressive. Impressive. So I'm gonna try it again. Ah, all right. These are small knives too. I believe it's harder with a smaller knife, but. Huh? Oh, she's in the window? Oh shit. Damn it. Great. Well, we needed new ones anyway. Pandora. Bad dog. I'm not doing no ring catch, dude. Come on. I wish I could show you guys my dog looking at us in the window. She's pretty pissed. She's inside. Oh. Yeah, sorry about having to film outside, guys, and hopefully next week we can get that taken care of. I don't know what the deal is. That's true. That's true. They're both satellite. We have Starlink, and then we have, is it Verizon? AT&T now. So maybe Russia is attacking. We don't know. Oh, I got a little bit of headwind now. Not much, but 30 degrees. Yeah, we're about the same elevation, or what is that? Yeah, man, I'm doing it to give back. Knife throwing has given me so much, and I'm all self-taught by watching other people. So I thought, there's all these people that are making people pay for lessons or whatever, and I was like, man, why not just give it out for free? Man, 721. I'm going to show you guys this in a second. You'd be surprised how often this happens. Check this out. And I wish it was all documented so we could go back and watch everybody's can sticks, but this happens often. I do not know why. As a matter of fact, I did it last night. I think I have a video. I think I'm going to post it tomorrow. I don't know. But how crazy is that? It happens often. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, I'm giving $100 away every month for Delta to Alpha. I'm also going to be doing my giveaway, so there's a lot of reasons to stay tuned. I'll be having some merch available soon, stickers, t-shirts, all that stuff. It's a long time coming. It's the 10-year anniversary of the FullTangClan. It's also last year was the 10-year anniversary of Dangerfest is this year. And if you're interested in coming to Dangerfest, hit me up on Facebook, Brandon Danger Dillon, or search Dangerfest 2024, and we'll be posting videos and information there. So thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next Thursday. Peace.